it's your girl Kiwi. Welcome to my channel. If you're new here, welcome back. To those returning, thank you so much for supporting me. Today I'm gonna be redoing, or not redoing, doing another REN reaction. I have been kind of struggling, not struggling, but slacking, I should say, on doing some REN reactions, so I'll definitely have some coming up. This one I kind of decided to do based off of my last reaction. I reacted to How to Be Me with Ren and Chinchilla, and at the end of the song, he kind of brings up one of it, references to one of his friends who unfortunately passed due to suicide. So a lot of people in the comments were telling me you should listen to forjoe because this is the song that was kind of dedicated to him. So I thought I would like to give that a reaction today. So there will be a lot of vulnerability coming up. I'm probably going to cry at some point, but I definitely have plenty of other REN reactions coming up. I'm definitely going to do some big push next. And I know you guys told me to do Power. A lot of people are saying react to Power after reacting to Losing It. And I have a whole longer list too of more reactions too, but you know, I'm trying to find some time management between the reactions I want to do just solo and then the reactions that I want to do with our little group nuclear reactors. If you haven't heard of them, go check them out. Some of the other reactions we've done on my channel and their channels as well. But let's get started into this. This one is forjoe. This is the live performance, and from what I know based off of the thumbnail that I saw when I loaded this video, is it looked like it was filmed the same day that the How to Be Me video was filmed with Chinchilla. So I'm expecting kind of similar feel to it, but like I said, this is going to be a touchy subject, so let's get into it. You know, R.I.P. We love Ren, we love Joe.
It's hard to take off from the ground when your wings are cut. Your stomach burns when you're drinking from an empty cup. You know the entire ocean came from my tear ducts. I see the world through Fibonacci sequences and double Dutch. I guess there's some that's born lucky, there's some that's not. I tried to cut away my bitterness, hatchet job. I locked my youth inside the trunk, inside the pickup truck, then dumped that whole thing over that same bridge the night you jumped. I think about that sometimes, vividly. What it felt like to look down and see tranquility. One sudden movement in a world of possibility. Only one movement to expose our fragility. I fucking miss you, and I miss myself. I miss thinking we were indestructible as hell. I miss chilling by the pier cave and kicking back with Callum, Hugo, Justin, Sega, Stevie and the fucking lads. I miss missing that. I numb myself to close the gap. I never even call them up. Distance is my plaster cast, to tell the truth. The day you jumped, my childhood jumped too. But I still can't find the angle. All I find is missing you, man, I miss you. With all my rhymes, I picture running 5 minutes quicker, I'm right on time. I picture pulling you back over the edge and then we're crying. And holding you, my brother, and telling you that it's fine, not the way that it worked. I was late like a jerk, there's not a day where I can find a way to break from the hurt. Your body missing, so we never got to wave to the hearse. I hope you're listening, I love you, man, I miss you, absurd, fuck.
We're gonna pause there because I already almost cried. Like, this is a lot. Like, he always pours his emotions into this, but you could tell this is like this is definitely like a lot more personal to him. I love the view too. I think that's kind of similar view to like in the How to Be Me. I want to say I recognize that building in the background, so this must be a similar area that he's been in before. But yeah, these lyrics are so deep. He's definitely a lot more poetic in this one. That one line that got me was, I don't know exactly what he said word for word, you know, because his accent comes a little bit through too, but he said like, the day you jumped, like I jumped too, or something like that, and I'm like, oh my god, like that is such like a strong line. Like, we're just gonna keep going, but I just had to stop to kind of just speak on the lyrics because the lyrics are so incredible already. And the piano, I can't forget the piano. You guys know, if you've seen other reactions with or even How to Be, well, no, he played guitar in How to Be Me, but regardless, I love piano, I love the keys. So the way it started out, it sounds very angelic, the piano part itself, even though the lyrics are very kind of like sad. Like the piano to me is sad, but it's also like angelic. It's very like not whimsical, like heavenly, like kind of uplifting, but obviously it's still kind of like more contemporary at the same time. But let's get back.
I love you, man. I miss you, absurd. Fuck.
Wow.
Another domino, it falls. Across the way another's born. How you're supposed to raise a child and give it courage from a storm. In a world that is confusing, contradictions pave our flaws. Some will say we're only human, others judge us for our flaws. Some get born in sheets of satin, some get by in tattered clothes. Some will die before they live, that's just how the story goes. But for those of us still with us, who reside inside our hearts, tell them proudly how you feel. And for those of us who aren't, freckled angels stand strong. Freckled angels live on. Freckled angels climb higher. Freckled angels still inspire. Freckled angels won't forget you. Teach me to live my life better. 13 years and still I miss you. Now my wings are missing feather. Otherwise I'd come and join you. But for now I'm here on earth, stuck inside this mortal body. But for everything it's worth, made me braver, made me wiser, made me stronger, made me true, made me face the world with courage. And that's all because of you.
Wow.
Freckled angels laugh the hardest, and their hearts, they are the largest. With their wings, they fly the farthest. So I know you're gonna be okay. Freckled angels live the longest, and their minds, they are the strongest. Oh, their friends, they are the fondest. So I know you're gonna be okay.
One little tear fell. Damn. Wow. I liked that beat switch up at the end though. The word I think I was like, it kind of hit me towards the end. The word I think I was thinking of was hopeful. You know, that's the way, especially the way he ended it too with the freckled angels. I love that was so poetic. That was so poetic. Like, I mean, it's so amazing that this is like in a song, but like even if I read that on paper, like that is so like so strong, like so vulnerable, like wow. I really love the beat switch up at the end, and oh my gosh, his little piano solo in the middle was so amazing. And then you know, it made it go already, like how I said, kind of like that angelic, heavenly sound, and it even got more like that towards the end when he kind of switched up the beat, because at first he was, you know, like what was he speaking to, you know, people, mortal body, like he said, here on earth, and then he said, and those for who aren't. So that, I feel like that was him kind of speaking to them, and like when he said, you know, you're the reason I have courage, it's like, wow, you know, it's like showing both sides of the coin. But I like that he ended it on kind of the happier note in a way, even though it still is obviously a very sad subject and sad experience. Like he still kind of found the positive at the end of it, you know, and kind of talked about it, like he said, you know, having, you know, courage because of it, and always thinking of you, and like freckled angels. Like I love that little freckled angels line like that. And I understand why he kind of kept repeating it, because it was a very like, I don't know, just a good lyric, good line, very poetic. I definitely cried. One little tear came down there at the end, because it just like, not like relieving, but it went from like being a very like heavy kind of tempo and lyrics, and it still kind of was heavy, but it was more like it was being lifted off you, you know. And it was just that was I don't know what I was expecting. Like I guess I was expecting something more, I don't want to say on the basis of high ren, or like all the televiolent and all of them. I was expecting something more a little raw like this, like that. And this was raw, but like I said, it had a hopeful sense to it. It wasn't just all kind of the same, you know, kind of like I don't know. I don't want to say negative because I don't want to say it's negative, but it's a little more heavy, you know. It's a heavy subject. So I like he kind of brought some light to it at the end, you know. And you know, that's why I kind of started crying cuz I was like, "Oh my god, I was so like tense." And then at the end he kind of like the lyrics and the way he was playing and speaking, it kind of just like relieved the tension and just kind of made me like tear up like totally. Um you know, RIP to his friend Joe. You know, that was such a beautiful thing that he could have, you know, done. You know, did the little dedication there. And not only that, but teaching telling us his story, you know, the best way he knows how through his music. You know, that was something really amazing to experience. And honestly, a really good song. Like, I know, like, it's a hard subject, but I would still kind of listen to it again just because it's so poetic. Like, I love lyrical. Is that the right like lyrical musicians? I feel like a lyricist. I don't know. I feel like there's so many terms for that. But you know, when the lyrics pull me even more than your performances too, that's when it's like you fully got me in there. You know, like I'm totally focused on this. You know, because you know, it's touching all these people that are listening to this song, watching, you know, doing reactions. It's touching all of us, you know, and that's just how amazing and powerful music is. So like I said, I'll definitely be coming and doing some more red reactions. I honestly, it is a touchy subject, but I really like the song overall because I love the piano. I like it was strictly piano. And like I said, I love that there's a beat change at the middle too. I was not expecting it. I was like, oh, I was not expecting it to really get up tempo like that without necessarily being like kind of an angry up tempo, like because he does that a lot. But it still was like I said, hopeful. That's the best word that I could come up with. It hopeful, relieving, just, you know, the weight lifted off of you. So meaningful. But I'll definitely post some more Ren reactions. If you haven't already and you're new here, or you know you haven't hit that button yet, please hit it now. It means so much to me. We are growing together this year, and I'm so excited to see where it goes. You know, like, comment. I've been trying my hardest, you know, now that I've been trying to be a little more consistent with my reactions. I've been trying my hardest to go back every now and then and look at some older comments, or, you know, at least like the comment and read it, you know, if I don't have the opportunity to respond. So I will see it at some point. So please like, comment, you know, subscribe. I appreciate you guys so much for being here. It's already February now, which is so crazy. So maybe let me know some things you did in January or any plans you have coming up here in February. We finally kind of got over our cold spell here in Colorado. It's finally, today was like a really warm day, surprisingly. I had to like take off my jacket in my car because it was so hot. So let me know maybe what's going on over in your state, your country. Greetings from Colorado, sending love from Colorado. Remember, guys, don't worry about the things you can't control, and I hope you have a good rest of your week.